Hello friends, today we're going to be doing lesson 11.3, doing composite figures, which basically is a figure that does not just have length times width times height. It has more than one shape or rectangular prism or a cube put together, and we have to find the volume of each individual piece and add them together to find the whole piece. So we have this to glue in, and then we will also get some items from our textbook as well. So there are two ways to take apart. You can count all the unit cubes, or you could use formulas, and we learned that in the earlier lessons. Okay, I'm going to have different color pens here. I'm going to have a red and I'm going to have a blue. Part A I'm going to do in red, and part B I'm going to do in blue. That way we can see the difference. Okay. So part A, I'm going to draw the line there, okay? It's going to be this part here, and then part B will be right over here. Now, if I have 4 centimeters, now I have to fill in my blanks. If I have 4 centimeters here, it's going to be 4 centimeters across the way too. Opposite sides have the same measurements. Now this is 4 centimeters here across. This should be 4 centimeters, meaning this should be 4 centimeters here, and this should also be 4 centimeters. So if this is 4 and the whole thing is 11, that should be 7 centimeters. Okay. Now I have 5 centimeters here, and up to this point is 2. So then the remainder must be 3. So now I have everything filled in. So for part A, I'm going to do volume equals length times width times height. I am doing this shape that I'm outlining right here, this part. Nope, sorry, right here. This is the back, and then we'll be doing the blue here. Okay. So my length here would be 4, my width would be 4, and my height for the whole thing is 5. So this is going to be 16 times 5, and my volume will be 80 centimeters cubed. Now for part B here, we also have volume, length times width times height. Okay, my volume, my length here is 7, my width is 4, 7 times 4, and my height is 2. So my base is 28, and this is 56 centimeters cubed. So now I'm going to add A equals 80, B equals 56. So to add them all together, we would do 80 plus 56, and that is 136 meters cubed. You're always going to count all the cubes, even the ones that are hiding. Okay. So let's look at this example here, talking about that. So I know that this is 3 high. There's 1 hiding behind here in order for this to be elevated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the one that's hiding. So this would be 6 inches cubed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 6 is hiding. count each layer or use a formula. So I can do one of two ways. I can just cut off this front part here and do this one cube, or I could do the bottom layer and do the top cube. I'm just going to do right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubic units. Okay. This one I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. And that would be 48 cubic units. So if I add it together, it would be 56 cubic units. All right, so now what I want you to do is go on page 466. I would like you to just cut out this one part and glue it down. And then what I did is I took 467 and I just cut the 3 examples and I put them down below to the side. So it looks like this. So I have room to solve. Okay. So this is just something else that you can refer to as you do your practice. So here I'm going to draw my line, and drawing a line is important because I know where to cut it off here. Okay. If this is 3 centimeters and this whole thing is 10, then this little part here has to be 7 centimeters. Okay. So now I have my height to this figure, my length and my width. Okay. And you can see it's 7 right here too. So it's the same height here as it would be over here. If I chop this top off, it's going to be the same across the way. And I have my height, my length, and my width here. So I'm going to do, this is B, and this will be A. Okay, so figure A is volume equals length times width times height. 6 times 4 times 3. This would be 24 times 3. 72. And B would be 8 times 4 times 7, which is 32 times 7. 21, 22. So this is 224 centimeters cubed. So now we're going to add them together. 224 plus 72 is 296 centimeters cubed. 296 centimeters cubed. All right, my next one I'm going to cut off right here where the crease is automatically. We have our height here, our width, so we're good for figure B. And figure A, we're good here, okay? So A, I'm going to do length times width times height. My length is, let's see here, 2 times 6 times 4. 12 times 4, that's 48 feet cubed. B would be 6 times 10 times 5. So that's 60 times 5. And that would be 300 feet cubed. So now we're going to add 348 to get 348 feet cubed. So 348 feet cubed. All right, my last one here, I'm going to cut down the middle. Let's see here. So this one here, where I would go, actually I'm going to go this way here. This is much better. So this right here, because we don't want to lose this part, is 5. This part is 5 meters because it's the same at the top as the bottom. So then I have my base height, 6 meters, 11 meters. Okay, I think we have everything. So this is going to be A and this is going to be B. Okay, all right, so A, volume equals length times width times height. My length here is 4. I'm not just going to go here, I'm going the whole length, and that's 11 here. So that's 4 times 11 times 12. So 44 times 12. We're going to find 44 times 12. $528 meters cubed. And now we're going to do our B, which is 5 times 5 times 12. 25 times 12 equals, I'm going to do that over here. We got 50, 200, 300. So we're going to add 528 and 300 to get 828 meters cubed. 828 meters cubed is our volume.